What I would probably want people to know is that there is not one brand of charisma. There's this stereotype that everyone has to be the bubbly extrovert, and that is certainly not me. And so what I would love people to know is you can have your own unique flavor of charisma. Maybe that's the wild party animal, maybe that's the bubbly extrovert, but maybe it's the quiet, contemplative introvert. Those are all good. In fact, that's what defines charisma. One of my favorite books, I think everyone should be reading it right now, is Smart Cuts by Shane Snow. I love little hacks and human behavior knowledge, and Shane Snow does a really nice job of combining story and some business hacks, and I just loved reading it. So the best piece of advice I was ever given was, you don't have to be an introvert or an extrovert. You know, introvert was the word of the year, it felt like, for a few years. But there's actually this different category, and it's called ambivert. And most of the population are ambiverts. It means that in the right situations around people who make you feel like your best self, you can be extroverted. But you need that recharge time, that alone time to be able to go into those situations. So I would say, own your ambivertness. Find the people who make you thrive, and also the places that help you recharge. One of the first self-help books I ever read was Dale Carnegie's How to Win Friends and Influence People. And it's this book that I can read over and over again and find something new each time. And so I would say that the reason why that book inspires me, because it allows me to think about people in a very optimistic way. And I think that is something that I want to keep in the center of mind with whatever I do. I'm curious about so many things. That's why I run a lab. I think that right now I am obsessed with personality. I used to think that personality was learned from parents or children, but now I think that actually there's a lot of genetic causes. 35 to 55% of our personality is genetic. And so I'm fascinated to figure out, how does our personality come to play at work, in love, and in life? I think that happiness comes in some of the small moments, you know, having an amazing cup of coffee or finding a chocolate that's to die for. And so I try to cultivate the smaller moments every day, as opposed to waiting for the big blowout moments only once every few weeks. And so I'm trying to captivate those small ones. And that comes in a really good glass of wine, a really good meal, or a really good laugh with friends. I think we talk a lot about empathy as humans, but there's actually some really interesting scientific findings around empathy and how it happens. And so if I had to pick one thing, it would be a way to make it easier for people to literally feel as others feel. And so right now I am working on ways to hack empathy so that everyone can have it, everyone can use it. Because if you understand how other people feel, it's so much easier to be kinder.